same as the last movie, please keep in mind the patrons voted this in. Without them, the channel would be long gone. If you got a few spare bucks, consider keeping the channel afloat. Link below. Chopper believing Usopp's exaggerations always gets a win, but let's also point out how it's a different voice actress. Our main lady was on maternity leave at the time, bless her. Robin's hair! Context. Luffy got them back to the ship, I'm guessing wrecking it a bit, and thus the movie gets its existence as likely they'll need to repair it. Ladies and gentlemen, mainly gentlemen, we got it. Jiggle mechanics in a One Piece movie. That definitely has to count as a plot twist, right? That was quite the nice rotating shot right there. To be honest, I enjoyed the intro to this movie more than I did most of them because it was filled with content of their travel to the new island. It really was well done, I thought. That was shockingly majestic out of absolutely nowhere, both musically and visually. Once more, the building's looking different to anything before it. I don't even know how they do it. This one reminds me of a village in Greece or something. Animating multiple characters all moving within one scene like it's no big deal whatsoever. Well, that is certainly unique if nothing else. Pretty cool how they animated Zoro walking through the scene. This is actually pretty sick and unique. The dude who voiced him has done nothing bar one other anime, but he's a pretty big star in Japan, in tons of movies and stuff. Also though, this makes for a nice twist, that she is in charge of the island to some degree it seems. Normally these people would be the clear enemy is what I'm saying, but maybe not. The tradition continues of Zoro being insanely awesome and cool in the movies as well as in the main show, of course. How they don't just say, it's a mech or whatever, and move on, but instead show the internal workings. Ah, so this is causing the damage where they'll need money for repairs. I'll be real, I do not mind these changes. Happens in the main anime too from what I can tell, but hey ho, I'm a dude. What I can say I like about this movie very early on is the treasure hunt, solving puzzle element to it. I say this as a huge fan of the Uncharted and Tomb Raider games back in the day. Normally it might not exactly score a win, but the fact that he used fake blood this time pushes it over the edge. No idea why, I just liked that. Needless to say, I massively agree with Sanji. In fact, they can have max wins for it. That is outrageous, especially Robin's. Might sound dumb, but I loved that joke because I'd wager literally every time he screamed like that, it's a deadly serious thing, and he's done it for this. Context! He's asking how far into solving the clues they are. Nami says not far at all, they just got lucky, and so the win is for her being smart and keeping some things to herself. What I liked about this is it covered over a potential plot hole about why they don't take them hostage by her explaining Luffy's bounty is 100 million and he's very strong. My god, that view! Some of the jokes at the very start felt a bit non-original compared to Oda's, you know? But as we've gone farther in, stuff like this and Win Number 24 have happened. Very good laughs. See, those are the kinds of jokes I personally really like. He keeps asking nicely if they'll stop, but more people keep joining in until she smacks them. Let's go ahead and drop a win here for Robin's change of clothing. I'll get to Nami with a better shot in a moment. The shock reveal, to me anyway, that they are far from the first people to make their way down there. I do like that Chopper was holding onto Zoro's head in that state like that. Good way of using CGI with hand-done animation at the start there. Decent and very clever way by which to ensure a safe landing at the bottom. Really beautiful sight of all things that far down below the surface. Not walking on the spot. Here's the best view of Nami since she's changed. I love the Tomb Raider look, so I wanted to point that out since I specifically mentioned it before. Gotta say, through this whole movie, Nami has a totally different badass style to her that I personally quite enjoy. Zoro not even wasting a single second and jumping in there after Luffy. For clarity, Robin asks if she can leave to investigate. Chopper asks to also go as something is bothering him too. Then Luffy sends Sanji along. I liked that. He's looking out for them. Pretty cool finding out that all of the puzzles in this place are well over 1,000 years old. Attractively not running on the spot. Stupidly smooth shot right there. That's a pretty cool twist by all accounts, that it's one absolutely massive creature under all of that. I really liked that very quick back and forth. I also really like the idea of Zoro being angry at how big the thing is and then having to go at Nami about it. Ah, okay, that's cool actually, because he's been saying that the whole movie, but they hadn't gone any more in depth, so I kept ignoring it, but now it makes sense. He can literally hear it. Dropping one here because it was too long to show when it came up first, but they had a brilliantly muted reaction to his saying he wants to rule the world. With a turtle, Nami said. They did a good job of animating this thing like it really is giant. Same as the Attack on Titan animators always nailed it too. At least there is a giant mech in this one as per the movie's name. I figured it'd be a tad lame if it was the robots on the beach from earlier and that's about it. The best and longest not walking on the spot in the whole movie. It's rare to see and hear Robin genuinely excited, so easy win for that. Teehee! Yet another quick and brilliant, not to mention creative use of her excellent ability. It really wouldn't be a One Piece movie if these two didn't start fighting over something at some point. Mihawk again! This guy really did a ton of work for One Piece when it was starting out, including pretty much all of these movies up to this point. What a legend he was! Too long to show, but I thought it was really lovely for her as a mother to try and take on the sins of her son, wanting the crew to blame her instead as she failed in raising him. That was actually really sick. You can so tell Luffy is getting annoyed now, and so he's starting to throw hands. It really also wouldn't be One Piece if I didn't get to see Zoro getting lost randomly. It is actually pretty cool to see the plan in action. Reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, especially because you see more of the giant beasts in that one. She's absolutely right though. What a great comment. You can't lie, that's an amazing save from Zoro right there. Hot damn! Going first person like this, I tell ya, I mentioned this during movie number 4 I believe, but it's awesome to see the new tech people were coming up with for anime over the years via One Piece. Bruh, how dare he use our Sky Island friend's horn sound? Glad Sanji got a moment to show how cool he is during this movie. It's pretty much the first time I do believe. This is an equally cool looking mech and sweeping shot there of Luffy. I've been wanting the whole movie to find a place to really shout out the animators who do the damage effects, and here is the perfect place. That looked awesome. Yeah, you know what? Take another for that rather than sticking it with the last win. Such an effortlessly cool and badass moment there from Zoro. Zoro wrecking the thing! Nice to see that Robin was going to get involved in spite of his earlier protests till he did this. And take one for Sanji finishing up his own battle. I also like how they split the crew for 3 different boss type events. Even that simple shot of it walking out and wrecking parts of the ground must have taken someone ages to do. That was brilliant. I mean, the people who wrote the story definitely made Luffy weaker at some points and wildly strong like here and others, but it's still a cool scene. Of course, I'd be remiss to ignore that ending to the fight as well. They always do make it look great, I must say. That final attack, man, that was huge! Easily the largest in all of the movies so far. Nice how they both stopped him, otherwise he'd have kept going further down and ended up hurting the turtle. Interesting way to do the final ED, kinda packing it with content like they did the OP, but at least they got their treasure of sorts to repair the ship. Darth Weirdo, Fiji, Mal Yao, Mushwin, Nick Wyndham, The Elementator Wars, Christopher Willis, Emmanuel Gonzalez, Fancy Turtle, Kepan, Minimasher, Marquez, Nozomi, Allkeeper, Otopodenisi, Steelers, The Epic Commander, Bird Without a Word, Brandon Kriya, Brian Bayot, Cameron, Commander Cyrus, David Meyer Olmos, Devico, Doggos for Life, Dragonstorm 35, Guru, James Tafoya, Yor Edvinson, Kevin Alston, Kumfroik, Nightly Winter, Peter Milligan, Robin Jackson, Ruby Rose, Satoki Ari, Zion 44, Sean, Starkip, Tiger Lily Warrior, Ajoka, Alexander Schwartz, Ali 50, Amadillo, Anador, Brainless Ben, Cecilia, Cedric, Cloud Garden, Dante Soul, Dante's Face, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Donald Newburn, Dragon Defender, Drake's Daughter, Iso, Francie, Furious Mo, Garrett Vermeesh, Hope Lowe's Ritter, Isel Caldera, Joker Rims, Jason Davies, John, Jaffa 6263, Kai Wolfspring, Kellock, Kevin Alter, Kevin 102, Knuckle Duster, Tony Niemeyer, Kai 158, Carl Jones, Laxor, Laxus, Liam Gagati, Lifty, Lionel Schultz, Luis Minito, Marvin, Mason Stelfer, Michael Lewis, Niran Adjan, Motivirum, Mr. Firecool, Natsu Dragneel, Nick Monaco, Nick Pell, Nuvagown, 1928, Oberon Quartz, Ollie the Mighty, Oliver Smiley Reacts, Onks Khalif, Oscar I. Lopez, Owen Haloran, Q Flash, Chris Harris, Rimuru, Rodiz, Ryan DeVeries, Sadaholic, Sakomi Arum, Sarcastic Truth, Shadow Cleanser, Snowy, Stan, Storm 970, TRS, The Danish Muggle, Thrasher 340, Vernon Hogan, Wacky Normal, Will Sass, Willy Man,